Yeah, good morning, everyone. So Friday, US market saw some corrections, though it opened quite low, but recovered during the day, ended lower. Today morning, even US market are marginally down, but on the other hand, Asian markets are indicating some positive trend. Except New Zealand, other markets are mostly positive. Uh, in commodity, if we see the oil remain more of a flattish, but today morning aluminum in China is up by around 1.5%. Iron ore is up by around 0.5 and steel is also up by around 0.5%. So mixed reactions from the international market. We saw some news on the sugar also that government may not allow further export of sugar. There is government has earlier indicated that they will be allowing 6 million ton of sugar exports, and then the expectation was that there could be some more increase in that. But now indications are that the further export may not be allowed as there is a lower production in India. Last year, the production was somewhere at around 36.5 million ton. Uh, the earlier expectation of sugar production was 36.5 million ton, which is now expected at around 34.3 million ton. That is mainly because of lower productions in Maharashtra and Karnataka. UP production continue to remain at similar level. So the lower production, uh, to that extent, government is not comfortable in immediately allowing export. They may be reviewing it in the month of March. Uh, on the other hand, domestic prices continue to remain lower. They are running somewhere at around 34.5 in UP, uh, which is just meeting their cost of production. Domestic also, they are not able to earn great money in sugar, though ethanol continue to yield them good profit. And also internationally, also the export will not be allowed, and the higher price of export may not be used by these company in the coming period. So overall outlook remains subdued for sugar sector. I'll request technical team to take up from here.
Yes, thank you. So, good morning, all of you. Um, Last 2 days back, we have seen a bit on Thursday, Nifty had surpasses the resistance zones of 18,100 levels, but somehow Friday we have witnessed that it has faced a very strong resistance of 18,000 levels on the closing basis, and it has closed near the by 18,900 levels, which gives a cautious sign. Now, today the market is likely to open on a positive, flattish to the positive note. Downside, it has a support at around 18,000, 17,870. If it's break that level, then we are likely to witness some selling pressure or say the profit booking, which might take a Nifty towards 17,770 to 17,700 levels. On the higher side, we 18,000 will act as a crucial resistance zone. If it's break that level, then only we can witness some sort of a pullback rally, which might take a Nifty towards 18,100 to 18,140 levels on the higher side. The view will remain a cautious as long as Nifty sustains below 18,200 levels. Coming towards the Bank Nifty have given a first indication of a sell-off at a higher levels at around 42,000 psychological levels. Friday, we have seen a deep cut of almost 1.3% on the closing basis, and it has closed nearby its 41,200 levels. So going ahead, this selling pressure also the profit booking is likely to be extended looking towards the technical setup. I believe Bank Nifty is likely to touch the weight of 41,000 will be the first support level. Any more below that level will extend the fall towards 40,800 to 40,740 levels on the downside. Whereas on high side, the immediate support is placed at 41,400. Any move above that level only will extend some pullback rally towards 41,600 to 41,800 levels. Coming towards the Nifty Finance, 18,580 and 18,700 are the resistance level we need to keep eye on it. On the lower side, 18,380, 18,270 are the supports level we need to keep our eye on it. The overall view on the three indices will remain cautious as long as it trades below the mentioned resistance levels. So one should be mainly concentrate on the stock specific rally rather than taking a long positions into the indices. So that's it from my side. I request Neera to take a call forward.
Yeah, thank you, Swati. See, on the derivative front, more or less, data is not really changing. It looks like, range-bound trade will continue. On Friday, again, 18,000 was closed below. So weekly closing is also below the 18,000 levels. So there is no breakout at this point of time, even on the weekly front. 18,000 call has the highest open interest built up as well. So we are not seeing much liquidation there as well. So that's a negative from a near-term point of view. The good part is the highest put base is also at the 18,000 level. So there is still hope that probably in this week some buying can emerge and we can close above the 18,000 levels on a weekly basis as well. So that would be great. The PCR has shot down to 0.9 odd levels. That is in the oversold zone. That can be a possibility that with this data, some buying that can come in today. And if 18,000 is crossed above, two things are very importantly going to happen. 18,000 calls will shift higher, so liquidation will come in there, and you will see some good built up at the 18,000 put strike as well. So this thing will be very positive with the PCR and even the VIX, around the 13 levels. It indicates not much threat to the indices. So look out for the same. Open interest is at comfortable levels, and we are now entering the expiry zone. So we are going to see rollovers going to happen starting from tomorrow onwards. So there can be some volatility, but again, this can be a good point for the indices to break out as well. From the stock specific front, few stocks did pretty well. Oracle Finance, after a long time, has witnessed covering of short positions, and looks like this is one stock which can pretty much do very well going forward. So IT sector as a whole looks good. So Oracle and Wipro are the top bets at this point of time. Looks like these two stocks will do pretty well going forward for the next couple of days at least. So one can look to buy these stocks with proper stop losses. The PSU stocks like IOC, BPCL, Coal India, ONGC, these stocks in the past have done pretty well, and they are likely to do good in the coming time as well, because a lot of these stocks have witnessed short covering over a period of 2-3 months, and some longs are being built in also. So there are chances that these stocks will do very well going forward. So look out for the same. Yeah. So that's it from my side. I'd like to have the fundamental team to take.
Good morning. Lumax Auto Technologies will acquire majority stake in IAC India. The revenue of which for FY22 was around 400 crores. Company makes automotive components including instrument panels, cockpits and consoles, door systems, headliners. The client list includes Mahindra, Maruti, Volkswagen and VECV. So this is positive for Lumax Auto. Samvardhana Motherson International has entered into an agreement to acquire 100% stake in SAS Auto System Technique from Germany. SAS is a global cockpit module integrator for the automotive industry. Company has net revenue of 900 million euros for CY22, with almost half of it being contributed from EV segment. The EV of the business that it is valued at 540 million euros. So the EV to sales works out to 0.6 times, which we feel is reasonable, considering that Samvardhana Motherson itself trades at 0.9 times EV to sales. So this acquisition will add around 10 to 15% to company's sales and EBITDA. So this is positive for Samvardhana Motherson. Pennar Industries has bagged the order worth 850 crores across various business segments. This is positive. The quarterly run rate of the company itself is around 850 crores, so it's a significant order. Surya Roshni has bagged an order of 114 crores for supply of 3LPE coated line pipes from BPCL. This is a high margin segment. So again, this should be positive for Surya Roshni. KEC International has secured new orders worth 3,000 crores across segments of civil, transmission and distribution and cables. So this is positive for KEC. CRISIL came out with results on Friday. The result has improved. Revenue and profit both grew by 16% year on year. Company has two segments, research and analytics, which is almost 78% of the top line. This grew by 19%, while the rating segment, which is just around 22% of the top line, grew by just 7%. So overall, we are positive on CRISIL. One more thing to notice is that CRISIL has lost market share in the rating business. As I said, the rating segment grew by just 7% year on year. If we compare this with ICRA, ICRA grew by 18% and CARE grew by 13%. So we think both ICRA and CARE should continue to outperform in the near term. Thank you.
Yeah, Friday we attended the call of Transpect Industries Limited. Earlier, the Transpect Industry reported reasonably good set of number, wherein revenue increased by almost around 10% year on year, but EBITDA came in at a substantial increase of around 35% year on year. The margin came in at 21.5, last quarter 16.3, and last year 17.5. The company has reported quarterly EPS of around rupees 44. Current prices are somewhere at around 1620 rupees, which make the shares at around 9.1 time quarterly annualized EPS. The consensus is the stock business of the company is very strong, and has reported good numbers. But the only concern about this company is the expectation of growth. The growth is not visible for a very long period from here. Current year, they may be doing somewhere at around 800 crore of revenue. Current year, they may be doing revenue of around 800 crores, but next year also management has indicated that they will be doing somewhere at around 900 to 1000 crores revenue. But thereafter, the expectations is limited, as company do not have capacity to increase the production and sales. Management has indicated that they are looking at some projects in the coming period, wherein they are looking for some tie-up or some good products which they can commercialize. So that may take, once the approval is there, then that may take at least 1.5 to 2 years. So there could be stagnancy of the growth in FY25, but 26 onward there could be some growth come back. But that will remain uncertain until the company announces specific projects of expansion and all. But what we see that looking at the financials and the nature of business in the current environment, the stock is available at very attractive valuations. What we feel that one can look at taking the risk for a long-term perspective, as if the company announces any of the project in the near future, then the stock can see good revival or good bounce back. So stock can be accumulated at these levels. The downside risk from here is limited, and upside based on the future expansion can come up very sharply. So overall outlook looks positive for Transpect Industries Limited. Anyone is still likely to say anything, or should we pass it on to commodity team? Yeah, commodity team can take up from here now.
Yes, thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. Today we expect prices in across commodity to pull back, and one can initiate a buy in gold at around 56 150 and maintain a stop loss of 55 900. We expect prices to test 56 500 to 600 level on higher end. Silver also looks to test 66 500 to 67,000. So buying around 65 500 is recommended, and one can maintain a stop loss of 64 700. Uh, Crude oil uh, gap up opening has been witnessed, and one can initiate a buy around 6370 and maintain a stop loss of 6300. On higher end, we expect 6450, whereby again one can initiate a sell, maintaining a stop loss of 6520. Natural gas, we have seen prices breaching the support area of 197 200 zone and have drifted to 185. So further correction is likely. So one can sell around 190 193 and maintain a stop loss above 200. On lower end, 180 170 seems to be the target area. In metal front, we expect buying momentum to continue. So buying is expected at 775 in copper and maintain a stop loss of 770. On higher end, 780 81 seems to be resistance area where one should book profit. And if sustains and close above 780, then only we expect further buying, maybe till 280, 785, 790. Zinc also looks positive, so one can buy on dips. 272, 270, sorry, the February contract 271. One can initiate a buy and maintain a stop loss of 268. On higher end, we expect 275, 277. Aluminum also looks positive, so one can initiate buy around 210.50 and maintain a stop loss of 209. On higher end, 213 to 15 is likely to test. That's it from us. Thank you very much.